Thank you. So Designtheme Innoventics was founded by me. So we've completed 15 years with this art. So we are a group of artists from Chitrakala Parishad. This is a fine art school, which is in Bangalore, Sheshadripuram. So you would have seen a lot of artists when there is a Chitra Sante happening. There's across the globe, we find many art lovers coming to Bangalore to pick up stuff. It might be pottery, it might be painting. There are different kinds of painting like oil paint, canvas, portraits, doodling. So this street would be completely filled with these kind of artworks where across the world people come and pick it up and just to view what actually these artists are showcasing for every new year that's going to come. So we are.
When does that event happen? Sorry, I've never been to that.
Yeah, that happens every year. So they will announce a month prior. So I can actually.
All right. Sure, do share the details whenever it happens next time. So
definitely.
Yeah, please, thanks.
Yeah. Thousands of artists who will be actually showcasing their artwork. So I'm from that kind of art. So if you see what special that we are, or what is our USP, how are we different from others? So generally, if you see, we are a graphic design firm. That is what broadly that we are classified under. But what is that is unique with us is we are a group of artists who have started to put across something which gives more life to these artists, you can say. So each one of us are very well equipped in either graphics or illustration work, or it might be a wall painting. So all of us have got together and showcase our talent to the modern world with the help of technology. So what I am trying to say here is technology right now is used by every businesses, right from startups to a growing company. So what we focus on is the logo design. We also have brochures or collaterals or any marketing collaterals that goes for an advertisement. And we specialize in packaging design and also website design. So these are the kind of services that we offer. So when you talk about artist, it is always in the mind of the public that art is framed and used as a showpiece on the wall. How do we break this? And my vision to start this company is to give job to many artists as possible, and how we can inculcate this technology and use this art in the day-to-day life, not just as a wall art. So what we have been focusing on is how this sketches can be used in day-to-day life is one part of giving life in the form of a logo. So mascot is one thing that actually an artist, when he a caricature design that comes out through his concept or ideas based on what the expectation is of the customer. This is an output that we got for a cafe. This was a Bangalore-based company. It was a startup. So if you relate mascot, you could relate it to Amul butter. So Nirma washing powder. These were the initial mascots that actually came into place, and that actually is remaining in everyone's mind even till date. So this was a character which was sketched by one of my team members to bring in that taste. And the character itself tells about he is a tea wala, so he's going to prepare and sell tea. So these kind of art is what we bring in. Another mascot is for a chips company. So they're into namkeens and chips. The name of the company is Shriram Papad. They are based out of Bikaner. We did a sketch of the potato, and the potato is the superhero. So that was the concept. So how we could showcase the superhero in a 3D form after this sketch is we have evolved using digital art. So in those days, we used to, means at least 10 years back, we used to use our booklets to sketch and then scan it and convert that into a digital CDR file or an Illustrator file. Now we are using Digitabs to do our own sketching, and we are getting the help of these 3D technology to ensure that looks like a proper logo. So this is the output along with the packaging design. So there are a number of variants that is actually studied. So we understand how many such variants are there before we start to work either a logo or a packaging, and who the target market is. So are they catering to only the local market or internationally? So keeping that in mind, the placement of the logo, the
Yeah, looks very impressive, Roopa. Very nice. Have we lost her or?
it's
Can you hear us, Roopa?
that we heard the last talking about, trademark, copyright, registration. I'm sorry, I think there was some network issue. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can hear you now.
Thank you. So these graphic designers are graduates in other streams, and they actually pick up and choose a logo from few logos, mix and match, and deliver something. So after a year or so, you realize you have seen a similar logo and the logo resembles your company logo. At that time, you are helpless. So what we do as artists, we sketch the logo from the concept and give you brand colors and choose the right font that is suitable for your industry. So this is one such logo. We also come up with logos like this, not only mascots. Some concepts are really tricky. This is a 100-year-old firm. You can see that it says established 1986. So how do you give, there are 100-year-old firms like this. So we give that richness or that tradition into the logo as well, keeping in mind the golden ratio concept. Because you see there's a lot of companies which are successful work on golden ratio concept. The exact replica, that itself is a vast subject on logo. So this is the whole lot of packaging that any company would use, either a pillow pouch, a stand-up pouch, a box, a stickering, a label design on a glass bottle. So these are some of our works in line with the packaging design, which is an artistic way of presenting. So as a company, it is not that a branding agency like us or a creative agency like us would be needed only at the inception stage. There are different stages in the product life cycle. Every single time a company like us should be supporting in their growth, maturity. So after maturity, you will think, okay, that is all, this company is done. No, they keep inventing new products. They add new products to their product line. So we come into picture in every stage of product life cycle. So this was one of the interesting case study that we had a design for SNN Foods. They are into masalas and whole spices. So here, if you see the window that we have showcased is, we are filled with coriander seeds. So these are the different kinds of colors that we have introduced for different products. So the sketch that we have done here is showcasing that this product is hand ground, and these are very authentic spices, and this goes through the process of cleaning, which is not just machine cleaning. So this was really appreciable one from most of the clients that who I showcase this project to. And because of this, we have got many clients. The success story of this is, this was a 10 rupee sachet that was actually supposed to be hung in the supermarket or a kirana stores, actually not in the supermarket. So it has to be very attractive. So it catches the attention of the customer and he wants to buy the product. So this was a success story where the client came back and told us just in the very first year, they actually got a profit margin of 4 times than what they actually expected. So we were really glad with giving this to them. So how we evolved old packaging to a completely new packaging. The old packaging is on the left-hand side. You see it is a normal box which had an image on it. What difference we got in here is a new logo, and we sketched the jeera plant and the pepper plant and gave a painting effect to it. So the page itself is completely minimal because we believe in minimalistic design. If you take an example of Apple, so what they bring to you on unboxing your Apple iPhone is just a plain white box with just a logo on it. So what needs to be attractive or what message needs to be conveyed, that should be conveyed. So that's all about minimalistic packaging. Logo is there, the product image is there, and we have given a sketch at the background. And what is the net weight of the product? So this gives simplicity. We also work with Haldiram's. So Haldiram's Chikki packaging, that was a signature product actually. They were very skeptical to give this or try this change, whether they would still retain the market share. So the left-hand top is the Haldiram's old Chikki packaging. We introduced a mascot, a groundnut mascot, given the same red with little more graphics to it, and understood how this is selling right now. And the placement, alignment, everything is going to be different. So earlier it was a horizontal name tag. We have made it vertical. The same is being replicated to coconut bar, sesame, and rajgira. So we gave different mascots for each flavor. So there's a lot of homework that we do as artists, not just playing with Photoshop or coming up with colors. The placement and the minimalistic design plays major factor here. So Haldiram's first project was this. So they were coming up with an outlet at Delhi Connaught Place. This was 5 to 6 years back. They approached us and they said, we are not just another chat or a fast food opening that we are going to have at Delhi. This is going to be a place where people find every single chat that is available in Delhi chat street. And how are you going to, position our brand? So we had 2-3 sessions with them. We understood how the chat street would look. So there's a lady with a palak, there's a gadi with a palak roll, lady, frying samosas, the kids playing in the area. So this actually was the scene of a complete chat street. So we thought, why don't we bring in life to that? We added 2 colors into it instead of multicolor. We gave only 2 colors into this. So the logo is also highlighted. And what exactly is the concept they want to deliver, everything we ensure this is highlighted. So this was the talk of the town. So we are really glad that we could complete this project.
Yeah, this looks beautiful. All of them actually. Yeah.
Thank you. So another kind of art is doodle art. So one was sketches, one was painting, one was mascot. This is the doodle art. So if you see, this is an export company. So they want to export this to other countries. They are based out of, must be Baroda or I'll have to really check, but they are based out of North India. So the doodle art showcases the tea time happiness. So how do they bake? And also the traditional way of baking shown here. So this was one of the art that came out really beautiful after the box is printed. So one of our success story is, doing an artwork for Beyond Snack. So you could find a lot of images like this, or people relate this to Kerala, but bringing this authenticity or giving a lot of homework or exercise to it. If you see, the sketch that we have done has a banana chips in its hand, right? So this was actually the output with different flavors. The success story of this was because of this beautiful package. Manas was the CEO of the company. He was able to appear in the Shark Tank, and he has won actually 50 lakhs of sponsorship for him. So this went places. So this is one of the biggest success story that we have actually had. So this happened last year.
No, I think this is beautiful. In fact, all the designs you've shared, Roopa, they are really, really interesting, inspiring, and of course, they look really attractive. So one would like to pick that box from that shelf, right? So
absolutely. That's the goal, because
yeah,
not just deliver something, because that's the mother. They have so much of hard work into it. So we try our best to give what maximum we can to help the product sell.
absolutely.
So this is for a Dal and Pulses company. This is a window that we have given a see-through. So a traditional village style sketch we have given. So why I'm showing all these is, it is not just the graphic design we do. We understand what is the company all about, how they want to position themselves, and where is this going to be sold. So understanding that, we give the whole scene, which actually remains in the mind of the audience. This is for a California brand. So Maharaja logo was designed by us. The packaging also was done by us along with the sketch. So Mysore Sandal Soap is one of our customer. So we didn't know that they have so many products which are patented, have so many trademarks which they are waiting to be launched. So once we met them, they were really excited with the kind of work we do. This My Soap was a brand which was held for nearly, I think 75 to 80 years without launching the product. So it was our privilege to get this product launched. We gave them an idea of sketching women with different states, because this goes across the globe. So we chose Maharashtrian style sketch for lime, lavender. It is one. For Kerala, we did a blue theme. So this was the concept that was given. There is no replication, or we didn't take any exact photo of somebody and did a portrait. We just, with our own conceptualization, we just took some references of 2-3 ladies and blended. So now this technology, or the AI that we are talking about, ChatGPT, Midjourney, they are all giving images or illustrations or 3D with whatever text that we type. But whatever comes from the heart is what artists do.
Yeah.
So that is what is different from AI. And I think we can still use the support of AI, but not eliminate the art.
Absolutely.
Completely.
Yeah.
So where all can we place our art is even in a book cover. We are also working with ITC Classmate. There are few book covers that are actually given to them. So before its release, I didn't want to showcase that, but this is for Bhaskar books. So minimalistic design is what you have seen. It's only one sketch that actually highlights. So more on minimalistic design is one for an oil brand. So what we did here was a temple sketch with just the logo what is the product. These are aromatic oils. So it has flavors in it. For Deepam oil, they infuse these aromas. So I've just given as minimalistic and simplicity here. So they don't even spend so much on their packaging. It's just a normal stickering on the glass bottle. So the color is different and the temple is given, and it gives so much of value add. How we present it, it matters. So this actually was one of the success story from the client as well. So he loved the packaging, and because of the packaging, there's so much of sales happening. So finally, we are happy with that. Again, minimalistic packaging, keeping the room completely clean and talking about what the product is about. So this is a millet. Millet grains have been sketched. This is a Coimbatore-based client. This is a variant. So this is for a different variant of atta. So how we blend the colors. Packaging is done. So where we can furthermore add art is on our marketing collaterals, our brochures, our company profile. So Savitri Group is something similar to Bhagyalakshmi, which is one of the largest player in Karnataka. So Bhagyalakshmi is also our client. Savitri is our client. Shamun, this is actually a client where they are based out of Dubai. So these artworks in different languages we can call, means painting is one language, just a doodling is one language, pencil sketch is one language. So this is where we can use. We have won quite a lot of awards. These are our young artists. So this awards keep inspiring us. There's a lot more to do. So we keep doing what we'll be doing. So we love to take this art globally, and not just as a wall painting or stuff, how you can use this in your day-to-day life. So that is what we actually aim at. And we want every artist to survive with getting into the technology, and he has to go places. Thank you so much for patiently listening, and I hope all of you got some insights about what actually an art can do. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Roopa. Amazing work, and I think of course, a lot of people will have a lot of questions. So I have to start with certain questions. So what kind of pitch you get from the client when you have to start designing or work on any of the projects? So that is one. Typically, how much time and cost it takes? Let's say we can take one use case, maybe soap, or maybe that pulses design, right? So that we have also more clarity in terms of what can be done.
Yes, so we understand the client requirements. So it might be for the first 1 year he wants to try and test the water, or there are some clients who say, give me the packaging or give me just a label which I have to just do a test launch, and then I'll come back based on the feedback that I receive. So there are different kind of customers, but for us to understand, we need to understand where you want to position your brand first. So whether it's going to be a traditional product or it's a modern, showcase it as a modern. We understand everything through a requirement sheet. We collect as much as information as possible, because today you might be doing only, as you said, dal or pulses. Tomorrow he may want to add up masala products into it or ready to eat into it. So we need to understand what is his long-term vision, at least for 3 to 5 years. So we ask probe questions from him and ensure this stays, because every year you cannot change the packaging. That's going to be huge cost for them. So initially there's a lot of homework we do, asking questions. So we have a lot of creative heads in our company. So I, being the creative director, I'll be the first point of contact. Then is this. So earlier, as I told you, we used to do a sketch on a book and convert that into a digi art. It used to take time. Now, since we have digi tabs to draw those pictures on the system itself, so we save at least 2-3 working days. The whole process of designing a logo may take 3 to 4 working days for us. we give 4 to 5 options, and then the font corrections, color corrections. So maximum a week's time to get it done. For a packaging, we again require 4 to 5 days to give 2-3 mock-ups. And after that, corrections, the backside content, labeling, barcode. So for a packaging to be finalized, it would take at least 10 days.
All right, all right. And typically, what is the cost you charge for a logo? Any ballpark numbers?
Yeah, so it's a basic logo. It starts from 20. They want a mascot-based logo. We charge around 25 to 30,000 based on what exactly the requirement is.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, wonderful.